before the pyramids became tourist landmarks, before Egypt turned into a destination on a map, before history was simplified into dates and dynasties, there was silence. Not peaceful silence, but the kind that feels intentional, the kind that feels enforced. A silence so old that even the desert learned to protect it. At the center of that silence, something sat unmoving, watching, waiting, the Sphinx, half human, half beast, neither alive nor dead. For thousands of years, humans have stood before it, looked into its eroded eyes, and asked the wrong questions. They asked, who built it? When was it built? Which pharaoh ordered it? But ancient monuments don't care about names. The real question was never who built the Sphinx. The real question is, what was it built to guard? Because civilizations do not carve giants out of solid rock just to decorate sand. They build guardians when something must never be disturbed. And if the pyramids were meant to protect the dead, then the Sphinx was meant to protect something far more dangerous, something alive in memory, something buried on purpose. Welcome to Echoes of History. Tonight, we're not asking what the Sphinx is, we're asking what lies inside it. Modern textbooks describe the Sphinx as symbolic, a royal image, a monument to power, a decorative guardian of the pyramids. Ancient Egypt would have laughed at that idea. In Egyptian belief, symbolism was never empty. Every shape had a function. Every alignment had meaning. Every guardian had a purpose. Temples were not entered casually. Knowledge was not shared freely. And sacred truths were never left unguarded. The Sphinx sits aligned perfectly with the rising sun, not for beauty, not for aesthetics, but for activation. In ancient Egypt, sunrise symbolized rebirth, awakening, and judgment. The Sphinx does not watch the pyramids. It watches the horizon, the future, because guardians are not placed to protect what is already dead. They are placed to protect what must not be accessed until the right time, or the right people, which leads to an uncomfortable thought. If the Sphinx is a guardian, then there must be something worth guarding. Official records insist the Sphinx is solid limestone. No chambers, no rooms, no interior. But the stone itself tells a different story. There are shafts cut into the body of the Sphinx. Not random damage, not erosion, precision. A narrow shaft behind the head, a sealed opening near the paws, multiple blocked passages beneath the body. Some were discovered, some were sealed again, some were quietly ignored. And here's the detail that changes everything. Ancient Egyptians did not drill blindly. Every shaft had a destination. Yet whenever exploration reached a certain depth, it stopped. Excavations were halted. Permissions were revoked. Reports became vague. No collapse, no danger, just silent. Because what lies beneath the Sphinx does not look like a cave. It looks like a plan. Ancient texts speak of a hidden chamber, a place beneath the Sphinx where knowledge from a forgotten age was preserved. Not treasure, not gold, not royal remains, but records. The true history of humanity, the origin of advanced knowledge, the story of a civilization that existed before Egypt ever rose from the Nile. This chamber had a name, the Hall of Records. Mainstream scholars dismiss it as legend, yet seismic scans beneath the Sphinx show anomalies, empty spaces, straight edges, rectangular voids. Nature does not make right angles. Civilizations do. And if there is nothing there, why does every scan stop short? Why are results unpublished? Why does curiosity meet resistance? Because legends don't scare institutions. Evidence does. The Sphinx is scarred, but not by sandstorms. The erosion patterns on its body match heavy, sustained rainfall. the kind Egypt hasn't experienced for more than 10,000 years. This creates a problem no one wants to solve, because according to official history, Egyptian civilization began around 3000 BCE, but water erosion says the Sphinx stood in rain thousands of years earlier, which means either the Sphinx is far older than Egypt, or everything we know about ancient history is incomplete. And if the Sphinx predates dynastic Egypt, then whatever lies inside it comes from a civilization we were never taught about. A civilization erased so completely that only stone guardians survived. Here is the question that matters most. If there is nothing inside the Sphinx, why is access controlled? Why are independent researchers blocked? Why are deep scans limited? Why are excavations postponed indefinitely? Opening the Sphinx is not just archaeology. It is political. It is historical. It is dangerous. Because if the Sphinx contains records from a pre-Egyptian age, then Egypt did not invent civilization. It inherited it. And history hates inheritance. People believe the Sphinx asks riddles. Ancient Egypt did not ask questions. It delivered warnings. The Sphinx does not test intelligence. It tests permission. It says, "You are not the first. You are not the creators. You are not ready." And until the world accepts that truth, the Sphinx will remain sealed, silent, watching.